usually pretty good at this type of shot. Oh.
On table one, please welcome a player who captured the public's imagination with a memorable Crucible debut 2 years ago. Last night he produced a staggering comeback from 5-0 down to beat Mark Joyce. This is only the second time he's been in the fourth round at a ranking event. What has he got this afternoon? Let's find out as we welcome Jechawet Poomjang. And finally, one of the most colourful characters on the circuit. A man of immense humility and humour. He himself said he didn't know how he beat Jamie Jones in the third round, but we do. This guy never gives up, and that's what's taken him.
Your choice. Best right to right.
Very good afternoon, Jason, and a very good afternoon to everyone watching.
Shake hands.
Well, you'd have to say
thank you.
Two great characters of the game.
Jechawet Poomjang to break.
Jechawet won the toss and he will break off. And John come back from 5-0 to win 6-5.
No, it's a very rare occurrence these days, standard of the players, and I'm pretty sure Mark Joyce won't be watching snooker today after that result. But great character, come back from that. I don't know where he found it from, but he did. And we're talking about great character. Nobody showed more of it in the last round than the world #1 Mark Selby. For all the world, he looked out 3 or 4 times in that match, but refused to go away and eventually got over the line. Incredible performance.
Nice way to start a match, knocking a long red in and purposely making sure he stopped short of the ball colours, so an early chance for the world #1. All his colleagues, all the players, it was nice to hear all those nice things about this gentleman. He really is a terrific ambassador for our game of snooker. Might just have gone a little bit too far, but
3.
The fact he's got this angle now, he might pot this. Now, I don't think he has to go into the reds, but he could go into the side of the reds and open a few up. He was always going to finish on
4.
pink or black.
Yeah, it's one of those situations that Mark got through. We see him play that shot there just to promote a few more reds, where, you know, at this level you win a match you shouldn't really win, still in the tournament. It just gives you a little kickstart and you find a bit more for the rest of it. I was talking with Stephen Hendry yesterday for the same thing. Plenty of tournaments Stephen won where there was 1 or 2 rounds he should have gone out of, but fell over the line and then
10.
Played fantastically well to win. That's what Mark will be hoping for.
$11.
Got an angle on the blue. The cannon into the pink and red. He's usually pretty good at this type of shot. Oh. He played that with like stun and topspin because it hits the, and then it runs on through.
Very clever shot, and the way he's finished with the red closest to the cue ball, this is perfect. So
70.
Great chance to stamp his authority on this match. Here we see the blue going in. As you say, Dennis, cue ball carried on. So it was a nice shot that. He didn't go right to the bottom of the cue ball there.
I think the plant's on, which makes it even better.
24.
This is a wonderful opportunity, as we've mentioned, but also a good opportunity for Mark to start scoring heavily. He's always been an absolutely fabulous match player, but when he was at his absolute best, he was a slightly more fluent scorer, it's fair to say. It's not being harsh, it's just the truth. He still wins matches and still gets over the line.
32.
He's not world number one for nothing, but the Mark Selby that was really fluent, we called him the Hoover, Dennis, when he kept, every time he won the table, it was all gone.
Yeah, he had a couple of nicknames. I christened him Satnav Selby because he knows his way around the table better than anyone.
.33.
Of course, he was a pool world champion as well. I think his wife Vicky was quite one of the top lady pool players in the game as well. That's the magic number, 68 he's looking for, but look how the reds are situated here. Couldn't be better. It's sort of a practice routine, this. Pink's out of the game at the moment, but the black might only be available in one pocket. That's what he's looking at there.
Yes, had to go back for blue. They didn't quite have an angle on any of those three reds to get through for the black in the top right hand pocket, so had to go back up. Might have had another few inches on that cue ball, but still alright. And if you want to know what you need to do to be world number one, apart from all those
46.
wonderful qualities, working hard is definitely one of them, and Mark was in the practice room all afternoon yesterday, so he certainly puts the graft in as well as having the talent.
Well, we heard all the chat about the tables and the conditions. I'll tell you what, this table seems to be playing very nice indeed. And it was 54. Interesting, Peter Ebden after his match said it was the best table he'd ever played on. So
yeah, I always think the best view of whether a table's playing well or not is when the player who's lost says it's a good table. You know, all the players who win generally seem to think it's alright, don't they? But if someone comes off, and we used to get comment sheets, I don't know if you still get those, Dennis, where you used to put your views down. It's important that the players, you know, take them seriously and put down the right comments on there to help everybody out. But these have looked like they've played really well the last couple of days.
.61.
yeah, he's doing what all great champions do. We've said it on numerous occasions. The top players down the years always seem to be able to start quick.
68.
And a number of times that Steve Davis, Stephen Hendry got in straight away, and this was the long red that got this break going for Mark.
.69.
Frame safe, so he'll just concentrate on making a century. Dechavat was here until midnight last night with that comeback match of his. But you can't do anything about 75. This is just a brilliant start for the world number one. Mark made 33 centuries last season. He's only made 9 this season. Hasn't been quite as fluent as he was last season. Well, we're not going to get a century
Mark
break.
Selby,
But
82.
get you what? Nods to the referee, and he concedes. He got one chance, Mark Selby.